Rally on Make It Happen Mondays. Glad you could join me. Marlon Woods will not be joining me again this evening. As you can see behind me, he's running for mayor as an independent candidate and going quite well. I should have an announcement on the fundraiser that I'm personally going to have for Marlon coming up here shortly. Hopefully, that'll be posted by tomorrow at the latest. Going to be August 14th, just solidifying some of the details on that. So let's just jump into a brief Make It Happen Mondays, but a very powerful one. I brought my board closer this evening so you could see what topics I'd like to discuss this evening. And they are expansion, versus contribution in your own personal life. I always say that we create our own limits for our lives, for ourselves. And so why is that? Why do we create our own limits for ourselves? What are you doing to expand your own life and achieve your desires, for lack of better words, your goals? What are you doing to get there? So again, we create our own limits. So if you look at the expansion side of my whiteboard here, limits are self-created. Personal growth is needed. What are you doing for that? Professional growth, spiritual growth, what are you doing for those? We audit, critique others, make comments, and in fact post our own stuff on social media. But do you ever critique your own life instead of putting out how great and awesome things are, instead of commenting on other people's lives that are false, and people that have identity, inferiority complexes and whatnot? Why don't you critique your own life and evaluate, audit your own life? We go through audits in life on all kind of different areas. Why don't you do that in your own life? See where you are. So expansion, you need to grow in order to serve others, to personally get fulfilled, feel better, do good each day. So what are you doing in those categories? Personal growth, professional growth, spiritual growth. Then on the other side of the coin, I guess would be, kind of the opposite. Not really the opposite, but it's contribution. It's the opposite of your own personal expansion, which is a bit self-centered. On the contribution side, that's more of a selfless, focused goal. And so, but that enables you to help others. And I put help others grow. If you can see here, be a contributor and not a polluter. I always say polluter or purifier, right? So be a purifier, not a polluter, to your family, friends, spouse, even in your business, even just in your own life. Contributing to others' lives will help you grow in your own life. Growing in your own life will enable you to do that. So, I like to say it doesn't matter how long your life is. If you're not doing what you truly want, love, desire, what those things are, if you're not hitting those, what those things are, whatever they are in your personal life, what is it that you want? What is it that you love? What is it that you desire? So to contribute to others, if you're able to do those things, that enables you to help others grow. Benjamin Franklin had a quote. He said he would rather die known as a useful man versus being known as dying a rich man. So think about that. That's Benjamin Franklin wanted to be more useful in his life. And I just love that quote. So don't be that polluter in your life. Be the purifier. But again, expansion versus contribution, just a big deal. There's a couple things to touch on that in my book. I wanted to, really just ask the question to you. Don't you think that you owe it to yourself to do better, to be better, to give more, to self-audit and see where you are? You owe it to yourself. And quite frankly, a lot of us don't do that. And I'm not talking about being selfish, but, because I do believe in being selfless and helping others. Marlon has a great plan, economic development plan, as well as other things in his arsenal that he's going to do great things for Pittsburgh that are selfless. As he said many times. In fact, I was on a fireside chat with him just moments ago, and he said that this is not a job, this is a calling. It was a calling for him to do this. And so with that said, the boom that I have at the end of each of my chapters is, for this, all intents and purposes tonight, is you owe it to yourself to do good, to help others, to just be good and be better every day, expand, grow, but also contribute during that. And so my question to you, the audience, is what are you going to do to expand and grow? Ask yourself that question, look in the mirror, and this time be selfish. What are you going to do for yourself to personal grow that will enable you to help others? So that being said, a short one this evening, little impactful. I wanted to hit it hard and hit it home. And, I hope you had a great start to your week. Make It Happen Mondays is just the beginning. It's a new day, fresh start. So let's go after, get it going. And I hope to see you on Significant Sunday next Sunday. But again, look for the announcement for August 14th. Me and Marlon will be regrouping once he's not working 20 hours out of 24. And thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. Make it happen.